Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is KarQ, and today we have gameplay submitted by Activity 5. This is going to be some tanking. Say hi to the chat down below. This is recorded live August 18th. This should be up in October if you're watching this. Say hello to the past people right below me. So what do we got? Main tanking activity. Where are you? Winston. All right, we don't know the rank of this player of activity at the time of this recording. By the time you guys watch this on YouTube, the rank will be revealed somewhere in the title or description. So all right, so monkey jumping out. All right, the first thing you always want to look at when you play monkey is your off tank, right? The way you play monkey is dependent on your off tank and the heals that you have. So if you don't have an Ana, number one. This Mercy is going to be attached to your Pharah, and you got a Lucio who's probably going to go for boops. So you're pretty much stuck on your own. So you literally cannot really jump to initiate. You kind of have to like start high and just like fall onto people and use your jump to escape. That's like the first thing you got to think of. Because your other support isn't, or your other off tank isn't a Zarya to bubble you in. Because really common meta right now, as of this recording in August, is Zarya Winston, where you bubble the Winston in, and then once the bubble pops, you drop your own Winston bubble, stall long enough to get your next leap out while you get pocketed by the Ana. Do it over and over again until you get farm primal super fast, get the Ana to nano you, and rinse and repeat. But you got none of that. You literally have the worst resources to play Winston into right now, minus like diving with ball. Like, okay, and that's no healing resources, so you have to work really well and dive together with your Genji and ball. So you have to look for caught out targets. The enemy team is running hog, gotta worry about that. Everybody else is pretty meh. So let's see where you start. Most Winstons, as far as I know you're scouting right now, but like you could probably just start by jumping up here and then checking, because then if you can just jiggle peek, check if they're dropping here, and then you just drop on them. Or you don't even have to drop. If they just hug underneath here, you can just sit there and just Tesla cannon. The goal of Winston without these resources is to Tesla cannon as long as possible without leaping, unless your ball, or unless you see someone caught out, then you change. Like doing this is kind of Monka-esque. Like this hog might fuck you up here. I don't know, did that hog burn his hook? Like he did. Like you just leap up and down like that. You have 0 cooldowns right now. And I know the rest of your team is kind of like going in, and it just so happens you guys like coordinated and your teammates followed up. But like the thing about solo queue is like, are you really sure everybody is on the same page? That was good though. I think their Ana missed a sleep on you. Yeah, she got booped by ball at the perfect time. You kind of lucked out. Now it worked here, but the higher you climb, it might be a bit more dangerous pulling that same play off. You're just chilling, just keep farming. Why is the frame rate so bad on my computer? Oh goodness. Anyways, so right now during downtime as Winston, like just jiggling here is no good. You always want to, not even on main tank, in Overwatch in general, whenever there's downtime, look for positioning, look for spacing, scout. You need information. Everybody's just playing back here, including your ball. Maybe he's going for it, but you allowed the entire team to come up here without you guys having any information, right? Like even if you just like as soon as that fight was over, you could like jump up here. Like you can just check where they're going. You can definitely totally tell if people are going up the stairs. You can tell if they're going main. And then if you have sound on, which you should all be playing Overwatch with sound. Blows my mind that some people play Overwatch without any sound when they play late at night. But you can like hear anybody coming up this way. Just like information coming up here, checking. Even here, somebody else on your team can check, see where they're going. Start here. The games that you just dominate and always carry and can consistently win are the ones where you're just a menace. Like whenever I play against like LH Cloudy or really good like Owl Winstons, this is what they're doing all the time. Like here, it's just wasted opportunity. It's not like necessarily wrong per se, like you're not feeding, but the thing about climbing in Overwatch is not only not feeding, but also like actively punishing and taking advantage of enemies, using information to your benefit. Like this is fine. Just reload, go for him. Oh no, you let him get away. Okay, she walked into a mine anyways. Like that was fine on the dive there. There you go. There you go. You just laser this guy down. Good leap. Follow him. He's dead. All right. So far so good. You still have control of the point. Don't worry about like leaping all the time, especially if the ball rolled through. But here, again, you're still sitting here on point. Like this right here, missed opportunity. Even the rest of your team is taking space now. Genji's poking, Lucio's up here. Your Pharah's like just poking from the side, looking at a barrage. You're the main tank, and you're actually in the back line with your ball, right? This is the most important thing about tank. It's just space. And I know that I say that word space a lot, and it's such an abstract term, but it's just basically control of sight lines. And this is just, what are you controlling here when the rest of your team is already up here, right? I know they're backing up, but you know, you also have Primal, and you're also good in that department. So like, if I were to like pick on maybe something to have done, like I said, start up here. You have Primal. I've seen literally so aggressive Winstons go unpunished, where like they'll just hide up here. Here's an example of play you can make, okay? You hide up here, wait for them to crawl, wait for them to walk under. They have no idea you're here. You just sit on top of here and just hold your Tesla cannon on their like supports, on their Ana, on their McCree. You're literally gonna force 3 or 4 of them to turn on you. Then as soon as you see them turn, you just jiggle, or you drop your bubble at the perfect time, the waste cooldowns. You have a get out of jail free card with Primal. Like sitting here doing that would have just like been so much more beneficial for your team. Makes them all turn around. Your ball can jump in, your Genji jumps in, your fucking Pharah gets a free barrage. Like, your positioning is so important when you play main tank. Now that's just one example of a play. Now in Overwatch, you always want to have like options, a bunch of options available to you, and that's just one of them. Another example would have been, I don't know, you could have just gotten really aggressive, had Primal, and just fucking spawn camped him and booped him off there. I've seen that happen too. Anyways, that's the biggest thing so far that I've noticed. Like, your bubble dancing is fine. Mechanically, outside of that, you're good. I know you're jumping over the mines and you want to make sure they don't cap. You probably could have... Oh, no way. Okay, let's watch this one again. So they killed your barrage, your Pharah after she barraged. You're jumping on them. They already killed 2 on your team, but it is a 6v, 5v. Oh, it's even 4v4 here. You don't want to let them cap. I'm okay with you jumping over here to make sure you still have control, but like, oh my goodness, there's a juicy little Ashe right there. We didn't notice. Are you Primal? Oh, she got nanoed too. Yeah, you're kind of just screwed there. I think you tried to like jump and stall the point. I think you still should have like waited, because it looks like your team, I saw your ball and your Genji were about to come back and probably distract the Ashe. Like, obviously it's very easy for me to say this in a VOD review, but I know in the moment it's definitely a lot more harder to detect. But so I always want to give advice or tips that are like, what do you call that, digestible and you can like take away immediately, or actionable tips, right? I hate it when coaches or like, you know, people who try to teach people Overwatch or just things in general give the worst advice ever. Like, oh, you missed your shots here. Next time you just have to like land your shots. And that happens so much. They just hit that shot next time. Like, bro, that's not actionable advice. Like, obviously if you can hit more shots, you're gonna get better, but like, you don't need a coach to fucking tell you that. You want something that you can like actually like abstractly take away. Like, mechanics and aim will improve over time. It's not an overnight fix, but something that can be fixed over time, or not overnight, but also something to ingrain in you is like your thinking and like where you're moving. So it's like, oh, I'm getting shot by this nano boosted Ashe and their ball is focusing me. Let me just break line of sight for just a little bit. They haven't captured it yet.
I am here for the quality our gameplay. Lay IT on me.
I got you, man. Hurdle boy, thanks for the 100 bits. Right? So you notice these, like, these are the factors, like the things that are happening in Overwatch need to be like firing in your head. Nano boosted Ashe, she was squished, or she was low HP, but there were enemy Hammond mines on top of where the Ashe is sitting. She just got nano boosted. She's gonna chunk me down. I'm a gigantic Winston. I'm a giant target. Balls on me. You might just want to break line of sight. You can see like your teammate might be coming back because you saw him on the kill feed. So takeaway points is to check kill feed. It was a 4v4. Pay attention to it a bit better. Notice that it's still reasonable. You don't need to like stay on the point to prevent a capture because the rest of your team was literally about to touch it as well. And you know, surviving just a little bit longer is completely night and day in terms of the value you add to your team. Okay, next fight. Okay, they have control of the point, so jumping here Pick a target. You did get one, but you might die for it. Oh, can you make it out? Oh my god, 3 HP to Dream. There's a mega health pack there. I think you know it, right? Yes, okay. I saw you crouching there. All right, nice. Spawn camp. So this is where like my brain would be firing spawn camp because you killed the Ash last. They have no idea you're here. Nobody's checking for you. You spawn camp the Ash. So you just hide and wait. Oh, I think your ball had the right idea, but you weren't on the same page. If you were on the same page right there, you could help this ball. If this Ash escapes, I'm not gonna say it's on you, but like you could totally help her out. Okay, you did help her out at the end, but you would have been able to prevent a death on this ball. So it's like these are the missed opportunities you just got to think of. Okay, I'm in their backline. I killed their Ash. Nobody's checking for me. It looks like the rest of the team is just is dead, but they don't know I'm here because maybe their Ash didn't communicate. This is where I just think squishy Ash by herself gets spawn camped. Whenever I play support like Ana or Zen, like, and I walk out of spawn, there's just a fucking Doomfist there, or there's just somebody spawn camping me because like no one's helping me. It's because they snuck through and you know. Vital signs. Especially with the bubble, you can totally spawn camp squishy DPS heroes or supports depending on them. You gotta just kite. I think you're just dead. Okay, reset here. Stop doing your job and dab. There's the dab. I see some Jigglypuff stuff. I got you after. Okay, wait. I'll do it now.
Maximum efficiency. Understood. I am taking objective. Join me.
All right. I don't think you needed to jump and bubble just like that right away. Now your bubble's gone. It didn't really get much value. They barely shot it. It's a 500 health on your bubble right now. I think a lot of Winstons instinctively just drop bubble the moment they jump. And like, it's not necessary right off cooldown here. You gotta leap out here. You're dead. Oh no. Let's break this one down a little bit more. Okay, so you're red team. You see this Mora faded in. I didn't even notice that. This Mora faded in to touch. This is where you just sit there and just Tesla cannon that Mora all the way down. That should be like a priority. I mean, I didn't even notice it first time, so I don't blame you for not noticing it. But like, obviously, it's one of those things. If you do notice it next time, the Mora faded, you go kill her first. And you jump up. Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay, next. It's overtime. Looks like it's kind of even right now. Okay, reset. Wait for your team here. Again, in this moment, I would try to like, instead of just chilling around this corner, I would probably jump up here. And if somebody so happens to be here, then I just drop back down. I'm relatively safe. But here, just to get yourself information, because you're like around this corner and you have no idea where everybody is right now. Oh no, so you see it, you see this guy. Nice. You got bumped. He's killable though. Like in this context, you're fine because like what you did there was good. You almost have primal. You need to get this primal ASAP. Okay, you're waiting. Oh no. Yeah. You see, that's the tough part about playing monkey and you just like chilling here. Like if you're on a monkey and you're not like actively, I'm gonna use that word again, taking space there, and you're just sitting in the back line, you might as well have been like Orisa here, because at least you could have put down a shield and shot them back, right? It's just a playstyle adjustment. Monkey is just so fundamentally different than playing like Ryan or Orisa. Like I'm not a great monkey at all. I'm not a great tank player either. Don't get me wrong. I can play off tank, but it's easy for me to say it when I watch it in context, but I know in the moment I might like be fucking up too. Like these things wouldn't be firing, so. Active thinking when playing main tank. What can I do to help my team space-wise? Okay. Right here. You don't want to jump in just like that because you only have a hog. Yeah, you got to be so careful doing that. You have a... Oh, you have a Zarya bubble now. Never mind. You're not on ball anymore. That's okay, but I probably wouldn't just dive like head on into them. I dive a little short, so I at least can fall back here. That was kind of risky, but I think you did coordinate with your Zarya bubble, which is good. I didn't notice that, so that's my bad. I think if you're gonna jump into a hog like that, that's like scary. So actually pretty good though. Like you jumped and then you didn't, like if you jumped directly into this hole, that's way more dangerous. But the fact that you kind of short jumped and chilled a little bit on the outside, just farm your Tesla, I'm okay with this. But you did have bubbles, so like the most optimal place to jump might have been like here and then jiggle with your bubble, and then you bubble second. You bubble. That's good. Jumping back out, you see there McCree, so you drop down. So far, so good. Nice. Yeah, you don't want to chase that with the bubble there. Okay, you jiggle, you dance. That's okay. Next. Oh, you switched to Reinhardt. A little bit of Rhine coverage. Okay. Keep moving up with your team. You're getting healed now. You back up because you're waiting for heals. Nice. I think you try to like block the hook instinctively. That was good. Go for the charge. Okay, so far so good. Much better. Your team definitely has the advantage. You wait for your heals, hold the shield up. Hey, much better on the Rhine so far. We good. Okay, you definitely have numbers. All right, move up now. Move up. Let's see how you take the space here. Good. Up. Shield your DPS to kind of keep poking. Shield your Zarya. Nice block. There you go. Much better here. Like the way you're playing Rhine is kind of how you play Winston. What you want to do on Winston, but like in a different kind of sense. Use that verticality to take aggressive space. You're doing the, like this is the right idea. But make sure your team's on the same page. I would third person peek and make sure not my team didn't ditch me. So the one tough thing about playing main tank is like this is the correct play, but playing main tank means you also have to adjust to your team. Like the worst is like you're doing this and you turn around and your entire team for some reason is like back here. All right? That would be not ideal. So it's like, yes, then you can like a lot of Rhines will complain, be like, my team never pushes up with me, blah blah blah. But it's also up to you to kind of maybe like third person peek and make sure everyone's still with you. That happens to me sometimes. The rare times I play Rhine, I'm like, I'm moving up, I look around, I'm like, what the fuck is everybody? You know what I mean? Okay. You definitely have Shatter here. Just okay. On the fire strike, you're lucky you missed the hook there. He was going for it. Okay, he backed up. Oh, he got killed on the beat. You were so close. I think if you had that Shatter half a second earlier, you just go for it here. But you're getting whittled down. They killed your Lucio when he was trying to beat, so that just was unfortunate. You kind of just left out to dry there. All right, half your team is up top, it looks like, so this is good. And aggressive with it. Big EMP. Big Shatter with it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why'd you fire strike the ball? After you get the Shatter, the swing, fire strike the Lucio, and then swing one more time to kill him. If this Lucio lives because of that, oh no-y. I think it was kind of like maybe like a panic in the moment because you saw like two people down. You're like, oh shit, hit one, hit the other. Yeah, I know you're trying to get both, but securing one kill is always more valuable than trying to spread out your damage. And it looked like your team wasn't able to follow up on the Lucio. Like that would have been fine if somebody else was shooting the Lucio, then you just added more damage to the ball. But nobody was. Did you drop shield during Rodal? Oh, I actually didn't see that part. Yeah, there's also that too. Did it happen here? Oh, during this fight. Yeah, against that, you just hold that shield. No, it broke. You can't really, yeah, no, that wasn't dropping the shield against it. It just it got blasted by the team. All right. Takeaway points from this gameplay. Most importantly for the Winston was definitely spacing thing. Use the fact that you're mobile. Like you're a mobile tank with verticality, but you spent half the time like chilling here waiting. Like you could just chill here instead on the high ground. And if they just so happen to walk under you, you can Tesla cannon them. That was the biggest thing. Number two, like just like in the neutral. This is in the neutral when team fights aren't happening. Instead of chilling here and doing nothing, right? You might as well chill somewhere else with like a better vantage point. More information is key on main tank to determine what you want to do next. You don't have to panic and immediately drop bubble every time you leap in. Number two. Number three, yeah, I feel like a lot of the leaps were just like, I'm just gonna leap in the air and just drop on them without thinking too much. Like Winston at the highest level is all about like maneuvering around, building primal as fast as you can without using your leap unless absolutely necessary. Like if you're ever gonna leap into them, you better be sure you're able to stay alive long enough to be able to leap out. So space, scout, and recognize the context of the fight. There's a faded Mora here, I remember. Recognize like who your target should be. Like for the most part, you do want to focus either their supports or their damage dealers that are relatively squishy. And yeah, I think that's the biggest drawback. Just a lot of missed opportunities for taking advantage of those things, minus the mechanical things. Like when the bubble is down, you know how to like bubble dance and all that stuff. That was fine. And then for the Reinhardt, it was very short, but like it's tough to tell in like 2 minutes of gameplay. But it seemed like you had the right idea for the most part, minus like the shatter and the target prioritization. But like, you know, you're moving up with the space, trying to build your shatter, protect your team a bit. Not much to say about the Rhine. Wasn't enough like gameplay to kind of get a good feel for it, but the general takeaway points for main tank still stands with those few points, and hopefully that makes sense. But just yeah, that's the biggest thing was the Winston stuff. Okay, what is the rank of this gameplay? You tell me, chat. What rank do you think this gameplay was? You say gold? I don't feel like polling it. I'm just gonna ask you guys. Just type what you think it is. Okay, you guys are gonna be in the YouTube video, immortalized on the bottom. Gold, lots of plat, a lot of people say gold. All right, reveal it to us. Activity. What rank was that Winston / Rhine gameplay? I see an oof. Oh, excuse me. What do we got? What do we got? The answer is, drum roll please. Low diamond. We've been losing a lot lately. Ta-da! The answer is diamond. Like I said, the mechanics, I could tell like your Winston, the bubbles. Guys, remember this is one game. It's a small sample size, right? Don't be fooled. It was just he fully sent in like a lost game, a rough game, so it looks worse than he actually plays normally. Just like when we did the spot the Smurf and I was my DPS got roasted. Trust me, it's just a bad game. I swear. But like there were points to touch on, which is definitely the positioning and the spacing more so than anything. Okay, the answer is low diamond. Thank you for submitting. Hopefully you take those points and apply them to your next game. And I'll see you back in solid mid diamond, feeling confident and not feeling like you're losing every time.